Imagine a moonlit night, the woods bathed in an eerie glow. Silence reigns, but for the rustling of leaves and the distant hooting of an owl. The darkness of the night creates a canvas where shadows dance, their forms shifting with the whispering breeze. The trees stand tall and silent, their branches swaying gently, casting a moving tapestry of darkness on the forest floor. Every rustle, every whisper of the wind carries a sense of the unknown, the unseen. The woods are alive, not with the sounds of nocturnal creatures, but with an ethereal presence that hangs heavy in the air. There's an unsettling feeling, a sensation of being watched by unseen eyes from the darkness. It's not just the wind whispering through the leaves, it's the silent stories of the woods, the echoes of the past, the murmurs of the unseen. In these woods, as the saying goes, you're never truly alone. As the wind whispers through the trees, some say it carries tales of the lost and the damned. Indeed, the woods have a story to tell, and it's not always a comforting bedtime tale. Take, for instance, a group of adventurous campers who found themselves in the heart of a haunted woodland. Their story began as any other camping trip, with laughter, bonfires, and the occasional ghost story to set the mood. But as the sun dipped below the horizon, the whispers began. At first, they thought it was the rustle of leaves, the natural music of the forest. But soon, the whispers grew into discernible words that seemed to lead them deeper into the woods. Curiosity piqued, they followed the ethereal voices, their hearts pounding in their chests, their senses heightened by the eerie atmosphere. The whispers led them to a forgotten graveyard, nestled in a quiet clearing, its tombstones weathered by time and the elements. The silence was deafening, yet the whispers grew louder, more frantic. They reverberated through the air, a chorus of ghostly voices pleading for release, for peace. It was as though the wind itself was crying out, the voices of the lost and the damned carried on its chilling gusts. One camper in particular seemed to be affected by the voices. He claimed they were speaking directly to him, their pleas becoming demands, their whispers turning into screams. He was driven to the brink of madness, his sanity eroding under the relentless onslaught of the ghostly whispers. The group left the woods the next morning, their laughter replaced by a haunting silence. They carried with them a chilling reminder of their night in the woods, a chilling echo of the voices that still whispered in the wind. Remember, when the wind whispers, it might not always be the trees talking. There are campers who come, and there are campers who never leave. In our exploration of haunted campgrounds, we've come across an uncanny tale that seems to echo through the trees of a particular woodland retreat. This story speaks of an old camper, a man who loved the woods so much that he never wanted to leave. And perhaps he never did. It all begins with an empty campsite, a place where the fire is always lit, casting flickering shadows that dance with the wind. Campers have reported seeing an old man sitting by this fire. His face, illuminated by the flames, tells a tale of years gone by. He seems to be lost in the memories of countless camping trips, etched in the lines of his weathered face. But as you approach, wanting to share in his warmth and listen to his stories, he vanishes. Like smoke in the wind, he's gone, leaving behind only the crackling fire and an empty chair. But that's not all. There's a melody that haunts this campground. On quiet nights when the wind whispers through the trees and the stars twinkle high above, you might hear it. The distant sound of a harmonica, playing a lonesome tune that seems to come from the very heart of the woods. The notes float through the air, a spectral serenade that sends a shiver down your spine. It's a reminder that you're not alone, even in the quietest of nights. Some claim it's the wind, playing tricks on the imagination. Others believe it's the echo of wildlife, distorted by the dense forest. But those who've seen the old man by the fire, they know the truth. It's the ghost of the old camper, still trying to share his love for the wilderness, one haunting melody at a time. So if you ever hear the distant sound of a harmonica on a quiet night, remember the old camper who never left. In the heart of the woods, a lake mirrors the moon, hiding a shadow beneath its surface. This is where our third tale takes us, to a seemingly serene body of water shrouded by the dense forest. But beneath this peaceful veneer, a shadowy figure resides, only revealing itself when the clock strikes 12. Several campers have reported seeing this ominous silhouette. It's not a ripple caused by a fish or the play of moonlight on the water. No, this is something else, something unnerving. A figure that emerges from the depths, gliding silently across the still surface. It's there one moment, and the next, it vanishes as if it was never there. One camper described the figure as tall and spectral, its form wavering as if made of smoke and water. It drifted aimlessly, leaving no trace of its path, save for the chilling sense of dread it instilled in those who saw it. Some have tried to follow its path, only to find themselves lost in the darkness, the silence of the night broken only by the distant hoot of an owl or the rustle of leaves underfoot. Another camper reported hearing a soft, mournful wail emanating from the direction of the lake. It was a sound that echoed through the trees, raising goosebumps and causing the heart to race. The wail would rise and fall, a haunting melody that seemed to be calling out. But to whom? The shadowy figure in the lake has become a legend among campers, a haunting tale told around crackling campfires under a sky speckled with stars. It's a reminder that even in the tranquility of nature, there are mysteries that remain unsolved, stories that continue to be told, and shadows that lurk in the most unexpected of places. So next time you find yourself gazing into the calm waters of a lake, nestled within the embrace of the woods, remember our tale. Next time you gaze into the calm waters of a lake, beware the shadow that lurks beneath. As we step out of the woods, let's carry with us the echoes of these haunting tales. We've journeyed through the darkness, listening to the whispers of the wind that seem to carry voices from another realm. We've met the ghost of the old camper, a spectral figure eternally tethered to the place he once called home. We've seen the shadow in the lake, an unsettling presence lingering beneath the surface of the water. And throughout it all, we've felt the chilling atmosphere of the haunted campgrounds, the eerie sensation of being watched by unseen eyes. In the heart of the woods, where the light of civilization barely reaches, stories take on a life of their own. They grow with each telling, each shiver, each wide-eyed listener. The tales we've shared today are more than just stories. They are echoes of experiences, fragments of fears, and remnants of encounters with the inexplicable. They serve as a testament to the many mysteries that lie beyond our understanding and the invisible threads that connect us to the unknown. As we reflect on these tales, we are reminded of the thrill and terror that comes from venturing into the unknown. The haunting of the campgrounds is not just about ghostly apparitions or unexplained phenomena. It's about the allure of the dark, the call of the wild, the primal fear and fascination that draws us into the woods, time and time again. The woods are a place of beauty and tranquility, but they are also a place of mystery and danger. They hold within them stories that have been passed down through generations, stories that have become part of the very fabric of the forest. And every camper, every hiker, every wanderer who ventures into these woods carries a piece of these stories with them, adding their own experiences to the haunting tapestry of the campgrounds. Remember, in the woods, every rustle might be a whisper, every shadow might have a story, and every campground might hold a ghost.